Do I know what vibe coding is or?
Yeah, yeah. Have you heard of vibe coding?
No, I haven't really.
So let's say you want to be able to create an application. Let's say
Okay.
you want to create an application and you want to solve a problem for your clients. How would you go ahead and create that application if you don't really have programming knowledge? You would do something called vibe coding. You would go to an AI and you would say,
Yeah.
this is what I want you to create for me. And then the AI would then just type it up for you. This would build the software out for you. And then
Okay.
you would,
So a form of prompting, I guess, right?
yeah, it's a form of prompting. So I can say, and then I say, okay, well, now make it better. He says, level 1, go online, backend, and sync. The single biggest limitation is the data is trapped in a browser. So it tells me to move it to a database. And then it says, level 2 is UX quality of life. Drag and drop rankings is one of the most obvious wins. Instead of setting priority 1, 2, and 3, I'll be able to physically drag and drop cards to reorder them, and then make a Kanban view, and then rich text editing, and then better tagging. And then level 3 would be the Sora AI integration, the smart app, to generate Sora hooks and angles and different things. So it's kind of giving me a bunch of different ways to be able to look at this and this code and be able to make sense out of it. But for you, in your case, what you want to do is you want to be able to get conversations with people to be able to grow your business, right? Is that what your goal is? Have conversations
Yeah.
with people?
Yeah.
So I called you today. I set up this meeting because I think I could really help you have more conversations with your ideal target market, with your ideal client. Who would you say is your client right now?
I would say somebody probably 45 to 65 years of age who has accumulated a tax problem, probably in their corporation, and maybe has some trapped assets in the corporation. What I try to do is diversify to mitigate risk and tax shelter and kind of harvest some of those tax gains and then reutilize those invested assets to diversify again, but in a way that encapsulates their net worth now and allows dollar cost averaging going into the future. So it's a few moving parts, but there's sort of 5 benefits to one major financial strategy.
Okay. All right. So if somebody started working with you, how much would they spend with you?
It almost never comes down to a fee for me, although one of the things that I've looked at doing as a kind of a coaching fee up front to analyze the problem and make the recommendations. And then a lot of it is based on commissions from there out. I haven't specialized in this. I've done lots of it in my previous career, but I'm starting a new business and I'd like to ultimately focus on this kind of niche rather than doing broad-based financial planning and estate work.
Understood. So if you were successful at this, how much money would you make by working with, say, one person?
I've made 130,000 with one client and I've made, 10,000 with one client, but I would think 25 to 60 would be the range. So I don't need a lot of clients. I just need a really good fit.
Right. And in order to get a really good fit, the key is going to be for you to have conversations with those people.
Correct.
Okay.
And what my experience is, they have no expectation and they don't really care about my products or whatever. They just want to know about how it can benefit them.
Right. They don't need to know about the features that go into it. They want to know about the benefits.
Correct.
And once you can tell them about the benefits, then what happens?
Then they want to know more usually, right? But even at that, at the end of the day, it is fairly complicated. It took me 30 years to sort of design the strategy and hone it. So it's not something that most people have a vocabulary for. So at the end of the day, if they trust me and if they know that I know what I'm doing, then they basically ask me to do it for them. Otherwise, it feels like I'm doing it to them.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. Now, do you have the bandwidth to have, let's say, 5 conversations a day?
No.
Okay. How many conversations do you have a day right now?
I don't know. I haven't started the business yet, so I'm going to say 1 to start with. Even 5 or 6 a month would be good. And these cases do take a long time to settle. They're not.
When I say conversations, I don't necessarily mean conversations with your ideal client. I also mean conversations just in general with people that can refer you to your ideal clients, like networking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if I was to say, okay, I want to see how many conversations could you have with people that are your ideal clients, what would you say to that?
In the past, I like to do a lot of prep and then have the meeting and then do download after. I would say 1 to 2 a day would be lots because they're not usually 5-minute chats, right?
What about people that are just can refer business to you, like a networking meeting? How many of those can you have a day? Because that's where you're going to get your best customers, right?
Interesting. Okay.
You're not going to get customers from like you hitting up a person randomly on the internet. You're going to hit up a customer by somebody referring you business, and the person that you referred you business was a person that you randomly hit up on the internet. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay. Yep.
That's how I get all my business. I don't get my business from randomly hitting people up. I make a friend like you, right? We're now friends. We met randomly on the internet. And the idea is now you'll refer me to your friend and I'll refer you to my friends. That's the idea.
Gotcha.
How many of these types of conversations can you have each day?
I honestly don't. I'm going to say 2.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
So if you had 2 conversations like these, and maybe it led to having 1 conversation with a potential client each day, that would be great for you.
Yeah, I'll be happy.
Good. So we have something called the Bundle Plus, and our Bundle Plus allows you to be able to get access to both the training and the technology that will allow you to be able to achieve this. And I basically can guarantee that you'll have as many conversations as you want because I have 23,000 users in 40 countries around the world, and our community has 1,400 members. So you can pick and choose who the most ideal people are for you and then get their calendar link and then just book yourself a meeting with them. That's the idea. But we'll also teach you how to use LinkedIn. We'll give you a assistant that will write content for you unlimited. It's an AI assistant that will learn your voice and write content for you in an unlimited fashion. And it'll also help you be able to organize all your contacts. We'll also give you a list of the fastest growing companies in the US. Are you mostly focused with companies in the US or companies outside the US?
No, in Canada mostly. Licensing is restricted there.
Okay, great. So we'll give you access to Sales Navigator Bootcamp, which will teach you how to find companies in Canada. And there are millions and millions of companies in Canada that you can target using LinkedIn, and we'll kind of help you be able to do that. And we also have meetings every day if you need tech help, like how to use LinkedIn or how to use our technology. We'll walk you through step by step how to do that. And we have many, many, many happy clients that we've worked with over the years that we've supported and have gotten a tremendous amount of value from what we offer. That's our technology and our support that we have on a daily basis. Does that sound like something that you think could be helpful for you?
Well, I think I could aspire to it, but in my past business, I had 7 administrators and they did all of the computer and technology work. I just had a little conveyor belt of clients and I sat and talked to them and analyzed their problem and fixed their problem. And then somebody came in and took all the administration away. So I would say I'm starting off as a solo guy again, and I have very weak computer skills. So as much as I've taken a few artificial intelligence courses and I kind of know what you're talking about, I can talk the talk a little bit, but I'm unsure that I have very good computer skills to actually make that happen.
Understood. That makes a lot of sense. But the thing is, we'll hold your hand through the process even if you don't have a big computer skills around this. We'll walk you through every step of the way.
Okay, so it sounds like a very valuable service. It sounds like kind of a pinpoint narrowing system, I guess, of finding leads. But how much does it cost? How long does it take? And what is the, I guess, return on investment like?
So the price for our technology called Evie AI is typically $3,600 a year. It's $297 a month approximately for the tech. The training program is $10,000 a year. And then the length of time that it takes to be able to get conversations is usually instant. You start getting networking conversations, and then those networking conversations will usually lead to referrals to having prospecting conversations as well. So in terms of like the likelihood of you being success, the ROI, it's extremely high because now you're going to go from having no relationships with people that can refer you business to having guaranteed relationships with people that are my clients, and I know and I see them and speak to them every single day. We recently had someone in Canada named Lance Lafort. He's in Canada. So let's just see what Lance wrote about our product. So he signed up a few weeks ago, same as you. He came in same as you. I'm going to click on this public post that he posted here in front of the world. And he said, new newsletter of talking about community, specifically online communities for training programs. Okay, so I'm going to click on this over here and see what he says. From the shadows and whispers to thriving hubs, what makes online professional community? So he said, as business owners, blah, 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 blah. And then he said, my personal quest was impactful by learning about the 99 hacks. And he says, after completing a webinar with Joe Apfelbaum, he showcased me an impressive AI BI dashboard and blah, blah, blah. And he basically went on to say that this completely changed his life. In just 4 to 5 weeks, I've seen his community grow and get better each week, proving the right approach can transform an online space into a collection of individuals, a powerful collaborative system. And he even wrote in our community that he already got basically his money's worth. He got a really big lead. That's going to give him a tremendous amount of revenue in his business this year. So basically, he wrote about the community built around Joe Apfelbaum is unlike any other I've ever experienced. It offers much more than just tools and training. It fosters genuine, enthusiastic engagement. Here's what sets it apart: active, empowered leadership and facilitation, structured opportunities for interaction, tangible value beyond the core offering, enthusiastic peer-to-peer support, and a clear and shared purpose. Everyone in the community is there to leverage LinkedIn and business growth and sales and marketing and entrepreneurship. So here's a guy in Canada, your neighbor, awesome dude, very successful guy, comes in, he has thousands of subscribers in his newsletter, and he sends an email to all of them with this right over here today, October 25th. It wasn't today, it was yesterday. So this is just one of many clients that we have. I have over 500 written recommendations on my own profile here of people that have gotten results from the things that I've taught. So if you go through here, 528 received recommendations, you can see what the people are saying from all over the world, especially in Canada. So if you go through this, you can see what people are saying about us and you can kind of read it. But if you're looking for results, this is a really great program. Now the thing is, we actually are having a special today called the Bundle Plus. So instead of paying $3,600 for the software plus another $10,000 for the community and for the training, you get everything for just $1968. We call it the Bundle Plus. And we throw in an extra license because I know soon you're going to get an assistant to help you do all this type of stuff. So we'll throw in an extra license that's worth $3,600 on top of that. So you'll actually get a ton more value by signing up today. And I'll personally introduce you to, I'll give you a list of my top 180 customers as soon as you sign up, and then you'll be able to decide which ones you want to book a meeting with. I would suggest booking a meeting with Lance, the guy I just showed you a second ago, Lance Lafort, because he's in Canada, and he could even be your accountability buddy. You know, you have 4 connections on LinkedIn. He has 27,000 already. So he'll walk you in the door of any of his relationships personally, and he'll kind of show you everything that he's experienced personally. So if you'd like to get started, I think you would be very successful, because I think you can make a lot of money off this simply because I see where you've been, I see your experience, and it seems like you really desperately need this support right now. I think this would really help you. Want to make networking easier and more effective? Try Evie AI, your AI-powered sidekick that helps you connect, engage, and grow your network faster than ever. Click the link and start building smarter relationships today.